In order to multiply two matrices, we first have to make sure that they are the correct size. When describing the size of a matrix, we first talk about how many rows it has. So this one, for example, has 1, 2, 3 rows. So next it has 1, 2 columns. So it's always rows by columns when we talk about the size of a matrix. So this one has 3 rows by 2 columns. And this one is called a square matrix because it's 3 rows and 3 columns. So it's 3 by 3. And in order to multiply these two numbers have to be the same. It doesn't really matter what they are, but they have to be the same. And when we're done, the matrix that we will get is going to be this size. So it's going to be 3 by 2. So it's going to have 3 rows and 2 columns. So it'll look a lot like this one right here. 3 rows and 2 columns. Now in order to multiply matrices, you start with the first row and the first column, and we do what in vector calculus is called a dot product. So take this one, and right now it's horizontal. Well, take those same numbers and 2, 5, and 6, turn them sideways so that they're next to this. And once you get used to it, you just do it in your mind. Turn it sideways. Multiply, 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 and then add the results. And that's going to be the first entry. So I'll make it sort of oversized to show my work. So the first one is going to be a 10 plus a 55 plus a 36 will be the first entry. Okay. Then, still working with the first row, do the same thing with this column. So it's going to be a 2 times 4 is 8, a 5 times negative 5 is negative 25, and then a 6 times 2 is positive 12. Alright, so using the first row over here gave us the first row of our answer. Now move to the second row and use the second row to get the second row of the result. So 0 times 5, negative 2 times 11, and 4 times 6 is 24. And then for this column, use the second column. So 0 times 4, negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10, and then 4 times 2 is an 8. And then finally, use the bottom row. And so that's going to be, for the bottom row in this column, it's going to be 30, and then 3 times 11 is 33, and 1 times 6. And finally, it's the last row times the last column, so 24, and negative 15, and a 2. And then let me show you just quickly how to do that on the graphing calculator. So over here are matrices. So go to second matrix and move over to edit. And we'll call this one matrix A and this one matrix B. So first of all, matrix A is 3 by 3. So just hit enter each time. And now enter matrix A. So 2, 5, 6, 0, negative 2, 4, 6, 3, and 1. Okay, that looks entered correctly. And then go back to second matrix and over to edit, and this time matrix B is going to be 3 by 2, and then its entries are a 5 and a 4 and 11, -5, 6, and 2. Now that we have the two matrices, quit. And now what we need on the home screen is to be able to say matrix A times matrix B. So if you go to second matrix, there's matrix A, go to second matrix, and under the names there's matrix B, and then multiply them. So we've got 101. Let's see if that is, this would be a 50 and a 30 is 80, with an 11 is 91, with a 10 is 101. So we got that one right. And let's see, this one right here, a 24 minus 22 is a 2. Got that one right. And then there's 63 with 6 is 69. So that one's right. And so this one's -5 and 18 and an 11. And there's the product of two matrices.